As of the time of this recording, it is April 26th, 2026 at 9:33 p.m. and 9 seconds. Just this tonight. Tonight I was talking with a very good friend of mine as I was in downtown Wichita just watching trains go past. And just talking about life, what's going to happen, where do we go from here? The other day, I rediscovered a very important song to me, the song Boston by Augustana, released in September of 2005. It's a song about a girl who wants to start over in life. She wants to get out of California and just start over, in a way where nobody would know who she was. Um, and I got to thinking about how I kind of see myself in that song, but with me being only 22 years old, my life isn't starting over, it's starting. Just think in 8 months, if all goes according to plan, I'm going to be graduated from Wichita State University with a bachelor's in business administration in infotech and management information systems. I've got the first 5 years relatively planned out, like the start and end of my career. I want to start with like IT help desk, and if the right to repair still exists by then, end it all probably in my 40s owning a computer repair shop. But who knows in 20 years if that's even still going to be a thing with the way tech is going. But the point I'm trying to get to is I don't know where I'm going from here in 5 years. By 2032, I don't know. I could be doing computer engineering for Koch Industries, or I could be doing IT help desk at Stern Pinball in Illinois. I don't know. But the ideal plan is after I graduate, I want to be with my family. I still want to be in Lawrence with my family. And I think Kansas City would be a good place to start out. Kansas City, Kansas, or Missouri. Probably the latter because that's the better side. Maybe IT help desk or something. I want to start in IT. But at the same time, I need to come to peace with the fact that going from college to a career ended with Generation X. With this economy and this society, it's just not sustainable to go from, being fresh out of college to doing what you've always wanted to do. The great applied engineering YouTuber Chris Bowden, the want to see something cool? That guy. He made a really good point that I want to echo in that, well, like I said, going from college to career ended with, it ended 2 generations ago, maybe three. But ideally, when you graduate, the first thing you do, get a job. The second thing, keep looking, because it's going to be a little while before you get to do what you want to do. You have to build enough capital to be able to sustain yourself once you get out of your parents' place. Just think, my mother was out of the house and on her own at 19 years old, but that was in 1989. That was a much different time. And even it was somewhat sustainable waiting tables at the Mad Greek. But, doing that, oh, you're going to be lucky to be renting a room out with that kind of money. We are now in a society where working 40 hours a week barely covers rent and food. So it's going to be a little while before I'm out on my own. And another point I want to make here is echoing another thing Chris said is this is very similar to the way I look at life. I have a very Jack Dawson approach to life. If you remember the 1997 cinematic masterpiece Titanic, Jack said that he learns to take life as it comes at him. He never knows what hand he's going to be dealt next. And that life is a gift and he doesn't intend on wasting it. That's one of the biggest ways that I'm living my life right now, is taking things one day at a time. But another great point Chris made that ties into that is do the best you can with what you have where you are. Take things slowly, embrace the unfamiliar, be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and just accept the fact that there are no guarantees in life. Just think, a year and a half ago, I was camping out on the rooftop patio of my friend's house in the worst headspace I'd ever been. And now, here I am in the most interesting city in the Midwest, working on pinball machines and having a great time at college with some of the greatest friends I've ever made in my life. But what sucks is that in 8 months, I'm going to graduate. And it's awesome that I'm going to graduate if everything goes right. But the bad part is, I'm going to have to leave all of this behind. I'm going to have to say goodbye and go back home and, start from square one. And it's really, really sad because I'm having a blast. I've had a blast. It's been so much fun down here. So it's both really exciting and really sad at the same time. I do apologize if I'm getting choked up because this does it's tough. There's no question about that. So, there's just so many different ways life can go, and I'm scared to death, but I'm also so excited because I'm 22 years old and my life is just getting started. I have the first 5 years planned out after this, but I have no idea what's going to happen after that. And it's really, really exciting to know that I don't know what's going to happen. So, it's just one of those late night conversations that I had, which I really wanted to document because, you know, where do I go from here? So, yeah, it's just something I wanted to get out there because I'm going to write about this. I'm going to put this in my journal. And yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you all think of this and if you guys have similar looks at life because I'm sure I'm not the only one. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next one.